Certainly on Radio
20
Eagle.
minutes to 8 o'clock on 99 FM. It's time for us to go on our daily grind. Remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays are dedicated to Namibians who are changing lives in the spaces they thrive to. And we asked them to join us to come and tell us their story. I must say that before I went on air, I was telling my guest this morning that ever since I started radio, or for the last 7 years at least, I have been praying to the powers that be to interview her and actually have her on air. And I'm so honored to be joined by Dr. Miracle. Like I told you earlier on, that you might have to stick around to know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the renowned Dr. Ndume, Dr. Miracle. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me.
Good morning, Cher, Miss Che Guevara. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
I love your spunk. I love your energy. That must be one of the things that keeps you going.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to have some energy.
Yes.
You know, it's just like when you get expired, when you are on the way to expire, you have to be servicing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Even this morning, 4:30, I was already on the mountain.
Look at
Yeah.
you, girl. Take notes. Listeners, take notes. And I must say, she looks good.
Yeah.
She was at 4:30. She looks very good. Then we are here to learn from you.
Yeah.
And we are here to explore and get to know who Dr. Ndume is.
Yeah.
Please tell us about your background as a young girl growing up.
Oh, as a young girl, I was born and bred in Tsumeb. That's where I did my secondary school. And after that, when I was in standard 6, and you know, during the apartheid time, and people were leaving, going into exile to join SWAPO, and some people left and said, oh, we are also following. My older sister had also left, and she would sneak, we get some news that they are going to school. So we said, oh my God, this is the opportunity. We are also going to go there to get some better education, not this apartheid of Jan van Riebeeck syllabus. And we decided to leave, 4 of us. And through Angola, 1975, it was civil war. You have FNLA, you have UNITA, you have the ruling party today, MPLA. It was fights all over. Sometimes you come into this camp, there are bullets all over at night. When the other, like UNITA, we were mostly, those days, SWAPO had some good relationship with UNITA, and we were in UNITA camps. And while you are sleeping there, maybe but FNLA and UNITA, sometimes they used to work together because they have the same financier, which were those days the Americans, of course, and all the Western countries. And will be attacked. The bullets flying all over your head is unbelievable. It was very unbelievable. You find corpses on the street, corpses in the streets. It was just terrible. Anyway, we managed to cross. We went into Zambia, of course, in a dugout canoe. For the first time I went into a dugout canoe. We were crying. We didn't want to get into that canoe. You see, maybe it will capsize and then you will fall. You are gone. But and that was the Kwando River. I still want to go back and see exactly where I crossed. Yeah, and when we were going in there, we were crying. We didn't want to go in there. And we were told it took maybe more than 40 minutes for them to convince us to get into that canoe. So we went in, and there were these reeds, the tall grass, and there were some paths, narrow paths where you go in, navigate with the boat and with that dugout canoe, and then you come into the very big open space. And then, after maybe 10 minutes being in the canoe, we started singing. The fear had gone, had disappeared. And then you come in this big open thing, and then we keep quiet. Oh my God, you look down. But when I look back, I say, where were the crocodiles?
At that time.
Where were the hippos? Because those are the breeding areas for the hippos, and the hippos are more dangerous than the crocodile. I get goosebumps when I think about it. But God save us. The ancestors saved us, and we crossed the river and came on the other way, were in Zambia.
It is evident today.
Yeah.
The reason why you
Yeah.
survived that particular crossing of the river.
I'm telling you, and you know that this is the river where the South Africans used to come to do their reconnaissance, looking for SWAPO guerrillas and then bomb them. When you look back, you say, my God, sheesh, the guiding angel was somewhere there. So, and we went into Zambia. We stayed into Zambia in the SWAPO camps and went to school there. Nahas was our teacher at the same time, the principal, the jack of all trades. Teacher Nahas Angula, and from there we went off to West Africa. Did my secondary school in West Africa. After West Africa, came back to Angola, stayed for 1 year, and then to Germany to do medicine.
On the other side of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
As a young girl experiencing that night and moving on to West Africa and in Germany, did you have dreams and ambitions of what you wanted to become someday?
Yes, after West Africa secondary school, and I have to tell you that really the education was super. I learned so much. It was no more the history of Jan van Riebeeck. It's the proper history,
of
the dark ages, and then the slave trade. How did the white people come to take the slaves? The abolition of slavery, the jihad wars, converting Africans to Christianity, and then the jihad war coming to kill the Africans to accept Islam. And when I look back, I'm very sorry to say on this radio station, from there, it started invigorating in me. And the manifestation came when I went to India, because I was there to India for 6 weeks after my specialization. I went to this temple. I'm seeing this one is worshipping a cobra. The cobra head is making like this. Then there's a cow. Then there's an elephant. The temple, then they come with coconut and banana worshipping to say thank you to Krishna. I look back. This is what we hear in the Bible. Don't worship the idols. But then I say, hey, wait first. Is this a culture? Is there a culture? And this must be respected. Where is me? India was colonized, was under the British rule for such a long time. But it didn't take away their religion. It didn't take away the culture. And then I am coming from here where you are told Jesus, love God, love your enemy, you have rubbish, and you have the church for white people. The white people have their church in the towns. We have our little concentrated in whatever in the township. Love your enemy. We segregating us and whatever. And then the history now, the coming of Christianity to Africa, the Islam, the jihad was, the converting people. I said, no, sorry.
Thank you.
I'm going to my Kalunga Kanangobe.
Amen.
And then I went to, and I have crisscrossed these countries during the ICAM getting patients. You go to Himbaland, you don't find any church there. Why? Because the missionaries didn't penetrate the area. That's why they said, you come there, like the one day we went there, they were worshipping, they were sitting around the holy fire. And they were there. When we came, what do you want, you young people? I said, no, we have come to look at your eyes and whatever. And then they invited us to sit around the holy fire. And we sat there, they started narrating whatever, the ancestor, and then the men put water in the mouth, and then he started spitting it on our faces. We were just there stuck. We said, no, you can't do that. You have to respect the culture. You can just go and wash it off. So that's where I say, I can't go worship a religion that doesn't conform to my culture. That is my decision. My child was never baptized. I have one son, he's not baptized. And we had the fight with my mother until she died. Until Mama, leave him. Let him grow. Let him go and choose. Maybe he wants to become a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Hindu, or whatever. You see, let him go and choose. Jesus was baptized when he was 21, knowing exactly what he was doing. You took me when I was a baby, like I'm going to sign my death sentence or whatever, to sign something. So Now I'm a grown up, and even the people who brought us the religion here in Africa, if you go there into their country, the churches are empty.
The churches are empty.
Yeah. But they are kept as monuments.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, who founded the Lutheran Church, that little church is still there. It is just near the town called Leipzig, Halle, at the university where I used to stay, in the city where I used to study. It is there. It is a monument. It's very important for the Germans. Where do we fit in?
Yeah.
The three desert religions: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Three desert religions. It has got nothing to do with us. But anyway, where we are, I will get crucified. But I respect people who go to church.
Yes.
They should also respect me.
Yes.
Very, very important. Let us not be emotional about these things.
Yeah.
It should be reality. Exactly.
Thank you. I think you are thinking as indifferent. You are getting me. Personally, you are getting me. But doctor, all throughout those years, traveling from Africa, going beyond, going to see and learning of these cultures and these religions, was there time for a young girl like you to have a side hustle? Maybe do a little extra work here to get a little coin just to pay the studies?
Oh, yes, especially in Germany. We used to go and work plucking apples, packing them into boxes to get extra money. My specialization was all age homes and also hotels, to go and clean the rooms, and sometimes in the hotel laundry. And I have to tell you an interesting story.
Please do.
Yeah, when one day with the lady who helped me in the house, we were watching now the white bed sheets and the white towels, and I was saying, oh my God, my towels, I don't know why they didn't get white. I wish I could have this thing, some type of detergent we were using when I was doing my jobs in the hotels, in the laundry. I wish I could, because the towels were so white. They said, auntie, you also used to work in the laundry in the hotels. Yes, exactly. How come? Yes, of course you have to get extra money. And then she just went, starting from the bottom, and now we are here.
Starting at the bottom, now we are here.
Exactly. Yeah, she just went, starting from the bottom, and now we are here.
And I want my listeners to hear that. I want my listeners to know that Dr. Ndume at some point in her life used to pick apples and clean hotel rooms. There's nothing that can stand in your way.
Exactly, nothing. Nothing comes from nothing, my dear, because the stipend was not enough. You have to scrap somewhere and then travel a little bit with the trains and go and see places. That was very
important. Let go of the fear.
Exactly.
Let go of the fear.
And then I told her, my dear friend, that you have to also go and do that so that you can also be here. And not getting hands out from my auntie and crying for boyfriends to give you money here. No.
Notes, my
exactly.
Notes.
Tell the guy that, you know what, you can't tell me rubbish. If I ask you money, give me $500, I want to go and buy a pair of shoes in Edgar. I told you are having already 4 pairs in the bag. No, I'm taking my own money to go and buy my own.
If I want the 5th pair.
Yes. Working hard for yourself. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Oh my goodness. And nothing else is important to me this morning, listeners. We are taking our interview and we're going to go all the way till past 8 o'clock with our real hustler. Your motivation. What is that fire that's burning inside Dr. Ndume? What is it that's inside that makes you want to shake and move and change this world?
I have to, because my life was also changed, and that's why I have to change other people's life. Nothing in the world can pay for the happiness of somebody who was once blind, and then you take off thy eye and say, wow, doctor, I can see. Wow. It moves you so much. And doctor, now I'm going to work on the field and plow the field and make more food. Doctor, I'm going to see my baby, I'm going to see my grandchildren. Doctor, now that I can see, can I go and have sex? Even though they are 81 years old.
Is that what they say?
Oh yeah, especially the men. Old men. He said, doctor, no, but this is so interesting. I came doing the rounds in the morning, it was in the Shikuku. And then they said, now I said, the sisters are coming to tell you exactly what you are going to do when you go home. Yeah, can we go and plow? I said, no, you have to wait for 6 weeks when the eye is completely healed.
Yes.
Can we go and ride bicycle? I said, no, 6 weeks. And then this other one said, but they are coming to tell you. And then this, doctor, I also have a question.
Yes,
what?
please.
Can I go and have sex? Doctor, handi druku ya monjuo. I have to laugh a little bit. And the other one said, look at this one, asking the doctor nonsense questions. When we are asking important questions here. And then I said, no, that is also important, but wait for 6 weeks. Because maybe when you are going to turn your elbow, it will hit your eye.
Yes.
So after 6 weeks, no problem, you can turn.
Your day must be interesting. We're gonna get to that later.
So I didn't know that vision was also important.
You must see, doctor.
It was only the touching, but also the eyes are very important. So we are doing a very great important for something that everyone enjoys.
Absolutely, doctor. You're not only helping restore the sight, you're helping restore
it's
the
just like
sex
apparently now there are no contraceptives in the hospitals, no pills and whatever. And then you hear these grannies, some of them even sitting in the parliament, that they should abstain. I mean, these people are young at the height of their sexual whatever.
Lives, yes.
Now you tell them they should close. It doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't. In 2020, maybe in 2019, 10, but not 2020.
Not 2020.
No,
we need contraceptive vending machines.
Exactly.
That's what we need.
Exactly.
Wherever we go.
When they get, they used to go and the condoms used to be all over the hospital.
Yes.
They go and collect.
Smile used to be in the clubs. It used to be in the bars.
Exactly.
We hardly see them even now these days.
You don't do that.
Doc, tell us about the eye clinic at the Central Hospital. Tell us about what the situation currently is. And,
the situation has improved. There was a time really where we were running out of very important medicine, which led to us closing the eye clinic. In fact, although it was illegal to close a clinic without directive from the minister or the permanent secretary, but when you are faced by people who are going blind because you don't have a certain medication, then you say enough is enough. You ask, please give us the medicine. No, it is coming tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I say, you know what? Just close the bloody thing. Let them go home. I don't care. And I have the name of all my patients with the telephone numbers who went blind because I don't have the medicine. So I closed the eye clinic unilaterally. I just wrote a letter to the superintendent that this is the situation. And even when the patient came, when the eye clinic was closed, we started just seeing the emergencies. And some were even saying, now there is no medicine. The government is what type of a big doctor is this? The government is giving you money to buy medicine. You take the money for yourself. Oh my God! You just start laughing because they don't understand the modus operandi of procurement and everything, and you don't blame them for that. So I told them, I don't buy medicine. I just tell them what the medicine I want, and the procurement and the ministry gave it to me. So I was called names, of course, sabotaging SWAPO government, although I am what I am because of SWAPO, but I cannot condone and sit back when SWAPO is doing something wrong.
Absolutely.
I have to correct. Otherwise, I will betray the people whose blood waters our freedom. It cannot go on like that. You see your own party doing wrong things, you have to open your mouth. You cannot just, and I closed the clinic, medicine started coming.
And if you don't say anything, you are also part of the problem.
You cannot be sitting in your office with aircon and everything telling me that she's sabotaging the government of SWAPO. Why don't you come and say, doctor, what is happening?
Can we talk?
It was in the newspaper, it was on the radio, the eye clinic closed. The only person who called me was Dr. Sem Nuyoma, the president. Say, Helena, o clinic oipatela shike. I said, doctor, tatekulu, kapenomiti. Tiheponga ipi, how come? I mean, I don't know. He even went to the extent that, we are going to make a braai eland and cow I will bring, and then we make a braai and make a fundraising
to raise funds.
Yeah, exactly. But I think he was advised otherwise, of course, because it's real can cause embarrassments and all that. But other companies came in and they were supporting, and Dr. Haufiku was really supportive that we get some help for the clinic to start moving, for people not to go blind, to go blind again. And that is the short-sightedness of some of our politicians, criticizing you for closing the eye clinic. They won't even come to you and say, why are you closing? And they won't even look at that. This person who has been going out, or these people who have been going out all in the villages, stopping people's sight, there must be a problem here.
There has to be something wrong. Yes.
But you are being criticized. I said thank you, but that is not going to push me back and say no, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm thinking about the person at the last village. That's where we have to bring our changes, and I'm not going to be here condoning things that are wrong. It's just very wrong. We cannot have our mothers coming to Windhoek hospital sleeping on the floor on the kitengi. This is not what we fought for. In the struggle, we say the lino kawe nongo polo lineeshi nefuta and whatever. Who is it benefiting today? Just a few people. What I want is universal health care for our people, even where you can receive state-of-the-art treatment without paying a leg and an arm for it. This is what we want.
Just to restore sight for a human being to
Exactly.
be able to see
This is what we want.
Yeah. Describe your typical day, doctor.
My typical day, like I wake up going to my mountains. Wake up at 4 o'clock. At 4:30 we meet with our group. It's men and women, and if there are no men, we don't go. So that's why we have to have dedicated men, person like Sem Shivute, First Islamic. Those are our pillars. And even this morning, and then they have their nopkiris. And then I said, no, the nopkiris, the guys are not going to help. You must bring guns along. So we can't. We are going to shoot those people, and then you go and sit in prison for nothing. So really, I have to sit here and say thank you so much to Sem Shivute. Thank you so much to Tate Lamek for keeping us young.
And fit.
And fit, really. When we come on top of the mountain, we do exercise. Very beautiful.
I love it. What happens after that, doctor? Do you take
After
time?
that, then I come home, get ready, go to work.
Start from the word go.
Start from the word go, and have a department, many doctors working under me. But thanks God, I have 3 doctors who have come back, who have specialized, and I'm pulling back.
And so you empowered and inspired others also. I love that.
Exactly.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You must leave a legacy there.
And you have to hand on to the next one.
Like the other time they went to Ishikuku last year to have an eye camp. They did 400 and something patients. I wasn't there.
Wow.
People, the program has to move on.
Even one day, if you want to
empower the people, empower our young people. That is very important.
That's very important. There are obviously some individuals out there who probably are capable, who would like to contribute or help in some manner. Maybe to bring back that are passionate to continue the process of the eye clinic. How can they go about it? Can they just drop by, talk to you?
They can. They can just drop by and talk to me, no problem. Whoever want to help or whatever with a passion, they can just come. They are more than welcome.
I have to let you go, because, but I have one question for you. You have seen these different worlds. You have experienced Africa at its best and at its worst. Namibia, are you excited for where we are going? There are some issues, but what do you see for us in the future?
What I see for us I really don't know. I really don't know. For me, what I want is my universal health care for my people, from every village, from Dolam, wherever, to come. We are not even supposed to have Dolam, for heaven's sake, money. We are not supposed to have Kabash
by now,
by 2030. This is a small population. Where is the money going?
Doctor, recently in the paper yesterday, it was 1.4 million for shacks in Kabongo West or East, I think.
Exactly.
No toilets even.
No toilets even. I saw that.
Now.
It's painful. It's really, really painful. We didn't fight for this. Namibia is so rich. You have diamonds, you have gold, you have... even talk about the fish. It's too much. Just a few people are looting. And then maybe they get a pat on the shoulder. When you have so many mothers and children and whatever, they are suffering. What is happening?
There's nothing to celebrate here.
We haven't even built even a new hospital for our people. It is so sad. Very, very sad. You don't even have an MRI in the hospital. We don't have a dialysis thing in the hospital. Now the hospital is paying like almost $500,000 for a patient to go to for private to get dialysis treatment. What nonsense is this? We need universal health care for this country. The population is small. If everything was managed well, we were not going to be there. How did Kagame manage to do all? Although they call him a dictator, maybe it is a positive dictator, but people, the standard of living there is good. As a woman, you can walk on the street at night.
And
nothing
there's an
happens.
opportunity for you to build a family from the little that you have
for the
already
little
done.
that you... I was there. There is no little kabashi, whatever.
Wow.
And then we have to take away alcohol also. It's playing a very big role. Why in all those countries that we were... Like even last 2008, I took my son and my cousin, my niece, I took them to the Gambia. We went to the Gambia, went to Ghana, and then to the Gambia to see where I went to school, the secondary school. And I said, my God. I mean, you people are just dancing and enjoying themselves with Coca-Cola and Fanta. And everyone is on the dancing floor. I said, that's how they are. Or maybe also like in the Gambia, Islam plays a very important role. But in Ghana, you have more Christians, especially in Accra.
Especially in Accra,
yes. Yeah, exactly.
So there's no excuse for us as
no
Namibians.
Excuse, but they enjoy themselves without alcohol.
And they are growing and developing because they got that from the system.
Exactly. You just come at the airport, the way they are treated, super clean ex-hospital, and then I say, oh my God, it's like the airport was new. I say, oh my God, the Chinese built a beautiful airport. No, madam, this is not Chinese. This is Turkey people and Ghana government. I think it is a PPP. Yeah, which is could also be good for Namibia. PPP with the Turkey also. They wanted to come here. What I heard.
Why?
Yeah,
Why
many airports in the world are running like that. Frankfurt or JFK, they're running like that.
Why are we so dependent on these guys? Why can't we
You can
explore
do
other
it.
countries and other relations?
Exactly. How did they do it?
Yeah.
It's very, very important. They don't have sharks like in Botswana. And their population is the same like ours. They don't have sea, whatever, where they can get fish, but we have that.
Yeah, but they are
What is
developing
wrong?
their
What is
own.
going on here? Procurement is a problem, especially in our ministry. I have to say that. The government gives money to the Ministry of Health enough to get everything, but the tender pioneers are a problem. Then they go and fight. No, this one got the tender. I was supposed to get it. The elephants are fighting and the grass is suffering. And this is our poor people. The way the prices are put up and whatever, the things have to be scrutinized, for heaven's sake.
Absolutely, brought to the table and dissected one
And dissected
by
one, yeah.
Yes.
It's
To
like
see-
our ministry today, since construction is going down the drain, our Ministry of Health becomes sexy for tenderpreneurs now. Is
Yeah,
this
because it's now yum.
exactly?
Yeah, there's an opportunity there now.
It's very sad.
Ah,
It's very,
Well,
very, yeah.
I know, we are there.
Yeah.
But people like you in our community and in our nation, they give so much hope.
Yeah.
The fact that you kept on fighting for all those people, fighting for this clinic, and you
Yeah.
still continue fighting for this country in the little that you do, even in grooming your son.
Yeah.
You're creating a Namibian that could possibly contribute to the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Even here this morning, you've groomed me. You've taught me something new. I'm so grateful to have someone like you to look up to as a young girl,
Yeah.
and so grateful that other Namibian young girls can have someone like you to look up to. Your message this morning is very important, that we need to go back and realize who we are as a people and stay focused on the way forward. Pure honesty as well. Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Ndume.
most welcome. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you for having me.
You're gonna have to go back to our social media at some point to go and listen to this interview again. I'm gonna cut some things from it for Friday morning. I'm gonna share some more with you. It's been a history lesson. It's also been a heart lesson. It's been a religious lesson as well. And I hope that you have taken some notes to take along with you through your life's journey. I've cut a couple of things from the program, but I'll be bringing it to you right away. So do stay tuned for your economic indicators.